What's up, everyone? With Steven the editor out of town, we're not going to have the sweet card overlays this week, so I figured I'd give you some basic play-by-play and commentary on these games, just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So on the left we have a Vader blue deck, that was actually designed by Tyler, but Jim is playing it, so he doesn't quite know the ins and outs of it, but he should be alright. And then on the right we have Justin playing Sabine yellow. Important to note that this was played before Count Dooku was spoiled, but I believe the Sabine deck has all the aggression units from I guess it was a week and a half ago or so at this point, with the aggression stream, and then the Katina Braggart, I believe, is also in this deck. Sabine's leader ability is to deal a damage to each base, that includes that player's, and her leader side comes out on 4 resources, so usually that's around 3 play, because there's no rampant red-yellow hero right now. And then Jim's Vader, the leader side is to pay a resource, exhaust it, and if you played a villain unit this round, or a villain card, sorry, you can deal a damage to a unit in the base, which if your opponent has no units out, you would have to damage your own unit. And then the unit side comes out on 7 resources, and it's a 5/8 with a pretty strong on-attack ability. So, see, Justin looks like he has kind of the dream start. He has Sabine the unit in his hand. She's a 2-cost, 2/3 unit that can also deal a damage on attack to either the unit she's attacking or the base. So, a little bit of first strike in there. Looks like Jim has a Death Trooper, Snow Trooper Lieutenant, Open Fire, Star Wing Scout, and maybe... I can't tell what that last card is. Alright, yeah, Justin opens with Sabine, as expected. 2 resources, 2/3 again, and like I said, it can attack. On attack, it deals 1 damage to either the base or whatever unit it's attacking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do Vader? Yes. Okay. 2 6s.
I still can't see what that 4th card in Jim's hand is. So the first Legion Snow Trooper comes out. It's a 2/3. Whenever it attacks a damaged unit, it does +2 power and overwhelm. So it's definitely incentivized to attack damaged units.
I think I'm gonna pass.
Justin takes the initiative, and we pass and go to round 2. Well, after the regroup phase, at least. The regroup phase happens after every round. You draw 2 cards. You can choose to resource 1, and then you ready all your exhausted cards. So looks like Justin has Dodonna, a disabling Fang Fighter, sorry. Ooh, Jim has Fallen Lightsaber in his hand. Okay, that's spicy. So Sabine comes in and does the full 3 damage to the base. Like I said, on attack, it deals either 1 damage to the units attacking or to the base.
So what did we say? What is the ruling on these guys here? Are these guys in play or are they out of play? They're always in play.
So I'm curious to see if Jim just drops that Fallen Lightsaber on the first Legion Snow Trooper and starts doing a bunch of damage. He also has a Force Choke, Open Fire, and the Death Trooper in hand at this point.
What is that card that's in here that chokes? Force Choke.
Jim's asking at this point if Force Choke would get the benefit of having -1 resource cost due to Darth Vader in play, but it specifically references a Force unit in play. So it doesn't actually get the discount here, it would cost 2. So the Death Trooper comes into play. Its when played ability is to deal 2 damage to an opposing unit and 2 damage to one of your own units, which can include itself. So obviously 2 is going to Sabine, and he's damaging himself. So trying to play off of the first Legion Snow Trooper's ability, it's likely going to swing at Sabine next and do 3 damage to base while killing Sabine, so pretty good. Justin plays the recently revealed Fighters for Freedom. It has Saboteur, it's a 3/4, and it also, whenever you play a red card while it's out, you just ping the base for 1. So, as we talked about, Jim attacked with First Legion Snow Trooper to Sabine, which got 3 extra, goes to base. So at this point in the game, both bases are at 27 health, no 25 health bases here. Board's probably pretty even, but obviously Jim's side is pretty damaged. So we're entering the round where Justin can bring Sabine out. Looks like he has Ezra, a Katina Braggart, the Discipling Fang Fighter, and Dodonna in hand. So we got a couple of ways he can go this round as far as playing just the 4-cost Dodonna, or comboing one of those 2 3-cost cards with the 1-cost Katina Braggart. If Jim ends up playing that Fallen Lightsaber, I bet we're going to see that Fang Fighter. No. Justin starts to play it, but there's no upgrades out over there yet. So he kind of pulls back. He's kind of contemplating what he should attack since they all have 1 health left. He ends up just going 3 of base.
This has overwhelm, right? So say we attack each other, and
so Jim's asking a question about overwhelm if it comes on when the defender, but it's actually only on attack.
So when he attacks you,
so nothing's actually happening at this point. Jim's just asking a bunch of questions. Okay, so we're back to the state we were at. It's Jim's turn. Oh, he also has a Cloud City wing guard, or Cloud City something guard. It's a 3 resource, 2/4 sentinel.
Right? Think of it physics-wise, right? The more flaps you deploy and the more landing gear you put down, the harder it is to go fast.
Looks like he's reaching for the Fallen Lightsaber.
So let's go ahead and do.
Okay, so the Death Trooper swings into the Freedom Fighters. Fighters for Freedom. So they take 3. Death Trooper dies. Justin pays 1 for the Katina Braggart. So since it's a red card, the Fighter for Freedom triggers and deals 1 damage to base.
Freedom fighters.
Alright.
There it is. Jim drops the Fallen Lightsaber.
You've played in some trap card.
So Justin drops the Disabling Fang Fighter, which defeats an upgrade on play. And since it is a red card, the Freedom Fighters also triggers, dealing 1 more damage to base. But since Jim did play a villain card in the Fallen Lightsaber, he's able to use Vader's ability to ping the Fighters for Freedom to defeat them.
One to each of us.
So Justin does Sabine's ability, doing 1 damage to each base. Jim's talking through whether he attacks or claims initiative at this point. I think he's forgetting that Sabine comes out. So she comes out ready. Justin just tapped her because he's attacking at this point. And so she swings for 2, and her on-attack ability deals damage to the base. So Jim's left at 18 health. Justin still has 25. Justin has the better board at this point, but if Jim can stabilize and make it so Vader can come out, this could swing pretty quickly. We're entering round 4. Both players at 5 resources. Jim is tapping 3 to play for the Cloud City Wing Guard. So, like I said, 2/4 Sentinel unit.
And that's it. Oh, and you gotta flip that last switch.
Can't tell what's in Justin's hand. Oh, Justin tries to attack the First Legion Snowtrooper, but there is Sentinel. Sometimes those big tokens aren't big enough, apparently. So he pays 4 for Dodonna, which boosts Rebels, which is currently just Sabine Wren. So Sabine is now a 3/6 swinging at with an extra damage. Looks like Jim is reaching to pay 2 resources. Maybe that Force Stroke in hand. Yeah, Force Stroke's the only thing you can play. The other card is General Veers and Open Fire, both of which cost 3. So Force Stroke. So he Force Strokes Dodonna. Justin gets a draw card from the Force Choke. Oh, okay. There's another recently spoiled card. That is the Smuggling Compartment. It is a +1/+1 upgrade that goes on a vehicle, and every time that vehicle attacks, you can ready a resource. So that Disabling Fang Fighter is now a 4/3. Jim swings for 2 at base with the First Legion Snowtrooper. And then Justin attacks with a Katina Braggart to hit for 2 on the Cloud City Wing Guard. So the Katina Braggart has 0-3 stat line, but whenever it attacks, it has raid 2, which gives it +2 power for the attack. Jim takes the initiative. Justin does 4 to base with disabling Fang Fighter. He doesn't already a resource at this point, but I don't think it matters because nothing in his hand costs 1. So Sabine attacks into the Cloud City Wingguard, and her on-attack ability does 1 damage to the base. So that leaves Jim at 13 health and Justin at 23, going into round 5. I'm not seeing a lot of stuff in Jim's hand that can stabilize right now, but he really just needs to survive our round and get Vader out to start helping. And Justin has Leia Organa in hand, so Vader's actually not going to be able to help him stabilize next round. So Jim starts with 3 resources for another Cloud City Wingguard. Again, that has Sentinel. Looks like Justin also has Asteroid Sanctuary. I think that might be a Waylay in hand. Okay, so yeah, he plays Asteroid Sanctuary to exhaust the First Legion Snowtrooper and put a shield on Cantina Braggart. The Gem plays Open Fire to kill Sabine Wren. She only had 4 health left, so it's exactly what he needed. Justin pays the 3 for Ezra Bridger. And Jim takes the initiative, so that means Justin swings for 2 at the Cloud City Wingguard with the Cantina Braggart, so it loses the shield. And then he does 4 to base with the Disabling Fang Fighter. So it leaves Jim at 9 health. But he's still got that Sentinel up. And Vader coming out this round. So looks like takedown, General Veers, in Jim's hand.
This is the Vader turn.
So Justin stops resourcing at 6.
Vader, you're my only hope. You're my only hope, Vader.
And that will affect the stats or give it some sort of...
And Jim is at the 7, obviously, so he can bring out Vader.
There are 2 types of units. There are...
I think Jim's currently contemplating whether he's going to play Veers or Takedown because he can't play both this round. So it looks like it's Veers for 3, which boosts all the Imperial units on his side. Which is currently just the First Legion Snowtrooper, but it will boost Vader when he comes out. So Cantina Braggart swings into the Sentinel. Oh, I forgot Takedown actually costs 4, so he can play both cards. So Takedown takes out Ezra Bridger. Jim has no cards left in hand. Justin swings for 4 to base with Disabling Fang Fighter. Jim does 3 to base with the First Legion Snowtrooper. Ah, nice. Justin pays 3 for the Millennium Falcon. It's a pretty unique card as it comes into play ready. Costs 3. It's a 3/4. But the downside of the card is every round at the beginning of the round, or I guess technically it's the end of the round, you pay 1 resource to keep it in play. So Justin drops the 2 resource Leia Organa to exhaust Vader, and then does 3 more to base with the Falcon. So at this point, Jim only has 2 health left. All 3 units on the board can swing and kill him, so I'm not sure he has an out here. If he was playing green, he could Overwhelming Barrage, but nothing in blue and red does it. So that'll do it. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it does help push out Star Wars Unlimited gameplay to the general masses, and hopefully we can get a lot of people playing this game. Thanks for watching.